I started in photography when I was about 30 years old, and I started out of necessity really. I was stuck in a career that I wasn't really particularly happy in. I knew I wanted to do something more creative. My name is Adam Brown. I'm the founder and creative director of ORLEBAR BROWN. I'd been working as a jobbing photographer in London for about 6 or 7 years. It was not perhaps the work I wanted to be getting. The defining moment really came for me when I was photographing somebody's cat in their dining room, and I thought the advertising jobs were never going to come my way. So that was just a wake-up call. I was 40 years old, the career was not panning out as I'd planned. What was I going to do for the rest of my life? The process I went through by which ORLEBAR BROWN was formed, well, I had a very clear vision of what I thought the product that I wanted to make was. This idea of a tailored swim short, it was as clear as day in my head. But London for me it's just about having a spiritual home. You know, I think London, as we know, is one of the greatest cities in the world, fully embracing whether it's culture, theatre, art, restaurants, friends. For me, London just represents all of those things. The advice I'd give to anyone who's thinking about a career change really would be to look at the reasons to do it rather than always focus on the reasons not to do things. People seem very frightened to ask questions. They seem very frightened to ask people for advice. And I know from the early days of OB, there's definitely a group of people who are prepared to be very generous with their expertise. And really, if you need to know something, you should ask questions. The biggest joy of working with a group of people is the amount of ideas and the amount of viewpoints that come into one place. You have a thought about how something might be, but when you listen to what other people have to say, when you see how they think it might be interpreted or what you could be doing, and it all comes back to you, then it becomes very interesting. I'm very fortunate in the fact that this idea of work and play and off time doesn't really exist. I think if you love what you do, you enjoy getting up in the morning, then you just get on and do it.